Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. I'm Nasser Rabadi, the leading Arabic voice in horror fiction, a 2-year veteran of the comic book industry, the world's most stumbling, fumbling, talking man, great big horror movie fan, and I've got 3 new books up for pre-order that you can buy right now. If you like slasher movies, these are the books for you. 100 Days Till Halloween, my new series, down below in the description. So, here we are with theories on Season 2, Episode 3 of the Netflix Unsolved Mysteries reboot. Let me give you guys some backstory. This episode is tragic and left me with a broken heart because not only is it completely sick what happened, just completely sick, but this killer got off scot-free. Let me back up a little bit, guys. So in November 1965, Lester Eubanks admitted to murdering 14-year-old Mary Ellen Neer and was sentenced to death, but in 1972, the Supreme Court abolished capital punishment and Lester rejoined the general population at the Ohio State Penitentiary. And this is when it gets really weird because apparently this guy who murdered this child was allowed in an honors program for good behavior. And I don't care how good his behavior was in jail, he killed a child. But because of this, he was able to go Christmas shopping in 1973 in a trip outside the prison. And whose bright idea was this? Who on earth lets prisoners Christmas shop? And not only that, but Lester and the others who went Christmas shopping were unsupervised. Was everyone involved completely incompetent? In this episode, Mary Ellen's sister and relatives were all confused when they heard about this. Who goes Christmas shopping in jail? It just doesn't make sense. If you saw the episode, this guy got break after break. He had family cover for him. People hid him, didn't report him. There were police errors that allowed him to get away, and the whole thing just makes my stomach hurt. To know that this guy is out there, that he got to live his life, and this innocent child didn't. Even if he lived it in hiding, he still got to live it. So let's get into some theories here. Nick says, this is one that can definitely be solved with enough exposure, and shame on the killer's family for supporting a rapist and a killer of a child and refusing to turn him over to the authorities. Disgusting behavior. Absolutely disgusting. But I mean, if there's any silver lining in this, then at least, you know, this episode got this case in front of a whole new generation of people, and who knows what could come of it. With enough exposure, it could definitely be solved because this guy just can't stay hidden. He just can't. Buttered Biscuits replies, 100% this. The whole family is disgusting for making excuses for his behavior. That won't bring the little girl back. Yeah, GTFO of here, man. Oh, definitely. That made me sick as well. The Mega Whopper says the only thing that might prevent this from being solved is that he could already be dead. That is true, he could already be dead. I think when I read an article about this before doing the video, I think I read somewhere that he would have been 77 or something by now. And he could quite honestly be dead, but I hope he's alive so that way they could find him and put him in jail. And I would actually really like to see this guy get the death sentence. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I would love to see him be found and then get the death sentence. I hope he did not get to die just getting off scot-free for this. I would love to see him thrown in jail, and I hope this guy does get a death sentence. Dancing to My Own Tune says, what were they thinking giving a child murderer free reign at a shopping center? And his dad saying that people change. Yes, well, what about the poor girl's family knowing that this man lived 47 years without paying for his crime? They should be ashamed of themselves. Honestly, guys, I don't even think there's any theories in this thread. I don't even think there really are any theories to have about this case. This man got away just in the stupidest way possible. Just so many dumb things led up to his escape, and everybody's in agreement here. This guy's not just sick, but his whole family is sick. Sick for saying people change, for not wanting to turn him in, for helping him, for, you know, harboring him, and it's just completely sick, guys. This episode made me sick to my stomach. Kata13 says, they said he escaped. Allowing a child murderer to walk free and expecting him to come back is not an escape. They literally let him go. What else would you expect from a child murderer? This is an infuriating story. Why the F would you allow someone like that walk free? It doesn't matter how likable they are. I hope there were repercussions against that prison for this. I hope so too. I hope that whoever was in charge of this was let go. I really cannot explain how frustrated I am, but I think everybody watching is equally frustrated and just angry with the fact that this guy was just allowed out there. Like, this guy did such sick things that I feel I need a bar of soap in my mouth now for saying them. But he did such sick things, and they say, oh, well, he's acting good here in the prison. It just doesn't make sense. Why would you allow this guy who did such sick things to a child and took her life, and they let this dude go to a mall alone and walk around, and they expected him to come back? They said, all right, at this time, meet us at this place, and we'll go back to the prison. Like, they really thought this man was going to come back? Sherman Krebs replies to that, saying, I was so frustrated at the people interviewed who were insistent that he had pre-planned his escape. It was meticulously planned. He had outside help, basically saying there was nothing we could do. Seemed like a forced narrative and a cop-out to me. He was an opportunist, his crimes show that, and you guys let him off the leash in plain clothes with cash in his hand. His escape required no planning at all. You let him go. Anyways, guys, I think this is going to be a very short episode in comparison to the previous two, because this isn't a situation where it's got a lot of mystery and theories to it. It's very cut and dry, to me at least, and it seems like to pretty much all of Reddit, it's very cut and dry. Is this guy should never have been in this strange program. They should never have let this predator and this murderer, they should not have let him out in regular clothes with money in his hand to quote-unquote Christmas shop and expect him to just come right back into the prison. That was just really dumb. They did give a lot of excuses, like, oh, this must have been meticulous. He had, people visiting him in jail. They must have been planning this. It doesn't matter. You guys let him out there with no one watching him. Why would you ever let somebody like that out of your sight? But anyways, guys, that's the end of this video. Make sure to subscribe and ring the bell so next Tuesday when I do the next episode, you guys can be here for it. And once again, guys, check out my books on Amazon down below in the description. My new books are 100 Days Till Halloween, but I have 8 books total if you guys want to check those out. They're all down below in the description. Have a great day.